The guy who invented or who perfected the procedure is named Dr. Robert Vogel, and he's the editor of the journal Circulation and the president of the American College of Cardiology. And I got to meet with him and discuss some of his work last November, and he's become interested in what we do and the effects of all of this because he's been studying it. So he's created this procedure where he can measure what happens to your blood flow immediately and up to a few hours after you eat not only meals but different foods. And one of the studies he did was on olive oil. And he measured what he calls flow-mediated dilation, so the ability of blood flow to go through your arteries after consuming olive oil. And blood flow decreased 31% for up to 6 hours, peaking at 4 hours. Didn't return to normal for 6 hours. So then he had people eat a big salad and put olive oil on the salad and remeasured it again. And blood flow still went down, but a little less. So the salad had protective nutrients in it that help protect from the damaging effect of olive oil. That's actually the way he wrote it in his study. And he said that's really the benefit of the Mediterranean diet. It's not the olive oil. They got away with using olive oil. It's because they ate a diet that was high in fruits and vegetables, and they moved around a lot, and they didn't overeat. But he says when you take that same olive oil and you pour it over an American diet, which is how most people interpret the Mediterranean diet, being they don't have any clue to what it is, they just go out and eat their regular meal and just pour olive oil all over it and go, isn't that Mediterranean? And, of course, they dip bread in it, have a glass of wine. And in case they're wrong, they take Lipitor when they get home. Then he measured canola oil, which also decreased blood flow, but a lot less. And he measured salmon effect. Then he measured different diets. He did Ornish, South Beach, Atkins, and the typical American diet. The effects were just what you would imagine, in order. He was measuring different diets and what happened to blood flow. He also then measured fast food restaurant meals. Eating a cheeseburger and milkshake had a dramatic reduction in blood flow immediately after and lasted for hours. And he also showed some of the long-term effects. If you eat fast food more than twice a week, your risk for metabolic syndrome and diabetes goes up dramatically, not just obesity. And he measured CRP levels, and in those who ate CRP, it's a measure of inflammation. Those levels were up dramatically if you ate at fast food restaurants more than twice a week, and also was white blood cell, which was another marker of inflammation. And he also did those same studies on different diets, the same ones I mentioned, and the same results that you would imagine. When people tell you that they're on these diets and losing weight, there's other things happening that they may not be aware of that are going to create great harm down the road.